Good morning, all. Okay. Last night, during the White House Correspondents' Dinner, another attempt on our president. Now, the left will tell you it's staged because they got nothing better to do with their time. Why can't we come together, people? The evil people in this world need to stop. Look at this. This is tragic.
Only a few months ago,
Shout out to Tau CTV.
With her husband, Charlie, and she was seen obviously traumatized, crying. Watch this.
Now, people are attacking her and saying, oh, why is she crying? Why is she crying? Do you know what she just went through a few months ago? Just a few short months ago? Do you understand the trauma involved in that? There is something wrong with people. If you think that it's acceptable what happened last night, and if you think it's acceptable that that poor woman had to go through that yet again, then you need mental health help because you are evil. This world, our country, needs to come together. A house divided never stands. And this is getting disgustingly, just beyond belief disgusting. You remember, well, you guys wouldn't remember. For those that read their Bible, the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, we've got them beat. The level of evil in this world is unbelievable at this point. It truly is. First of all, I think this is what, number 5? No other president has ever had to deal with that. That's one thing. The second thing is this, and I'll tell you what, individuals need to not mention this man's name because he's evil to the core and he's hopefully going to Gitmo for the rest of his life in a box. They need to make an example out of him.
Yeah, he will go for the rest of it.
Because you should never resort to the level of violence that that man did. You should never resort to violence at all. Were you people not raised with any kind of morals? I just don't understand. And then the left is attacking this poor woman, Erica Kirk, for literally nothing, no reason, just because she's crying. Do you know what she went through? She watched as her husband, the man she loved, was taken from her right in front of her and her young daughter's eyes, or child's eyes. I don't know if it was a boy or girl. I don't remember. But boy or girl, doesn't matter. Right in front of her and her young child. And then you wonder why she's crying and upset. You know those children are literally one parent away of being orphans. Do you people care? No. Do you care? No. All you people seem to care about, and if it doesn't apply, let it fly. I'm talking about the radical lunatics in this country who think it's acceptable to raise to the level of violence that you have been raised to. Now, let me explain something to you. Do you think Jesus Christ would be okay with any of this? Do you think God would be okay with your actions? You know what God would say? Depart from me, I never knew you. You know what Jesus would say? Depart from me, I never knew you. Because they don't like ugly. They don't like evil. And this level of evil has got to stop. All levels of evil need to stop. We are literally becoming worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. And they literally thought evil every day, every moment of every day. Every thought that was in their heads was evil thoughts. And we're becoming worse than that. A house divided never stands. Somebody once said that. This is absolutely disgusting that people would make fun of her for that.
The political left were going absolutely insane, saying, "Oh, why is she crying? Why is she doing this?" Like, what do you think? With everything that's going on, it's not really just about what happened to Charlie. it's also not just about what happened last night. It's also about the fact that Erica continues to get death threats.
And there are people in this world that are psychotic and stupid and want to bring up conspiracy theories and all this other nonsense to muddy the waters and make it all about them for clicks and views. Y'all need to stop. Because if you don't repent, you're going to be going down there. The level of violence, you're going to be going down there if you keep this up. And the you I'm referring to is the radical people who think that they can do this level of nonsense, of violence, and with absolutely no consequences. Those days are over. Just so you know. Whether or not this man gets made an example of or not, he's going to be going to Gitmo for the rest of his life, just like the other dude.
That other guy that was on a.
Yeah, that Roth guy, he got life. My husband just filled me in because I missed that. He got life with no possibility of parole. He's going to be in a box, in a hole, in the ground forever until the day he goes to meet the Maker. And when he goes to meet the Maker, if that man hasn't repented of his sins, he's going to be told, go away.
Well, not that the president's life is worth more.
And it's not, and my husband made a point. He said it's not that the president's life means more than anyone else's life. It's the point that you don't try to take a life. You're not God. Only God gets to decide who lives and who doesn't. Only God. Where are these people who think they're acceptable, that they can just, the people. I'm telling you, I've seen people on TikTok making the comments, the little snide remarks, the little veiled statements. Like, will somebody just do it? Will somebody just do it? Somebody has attempted to do it 5 times, I believe. When are you people going to learn that obviously he has God on his side?
The news said it was only the third.
Oh, well, the news said it's only the 3rd, but I thought there was 5. I don't know. But either way, how many times do you guys have to realize that you're going to do this? God's on his side, obviously. And I'm so happy about that because nobody deserves the level of violent rhetoric and the level of violence that this man has gotten. Now, I'm not saying I agree with everything our president says or does. I'm not saying that at all. So please don't get it twisted. What I am saying is violence is never okay. And to the people that are doing these violent things or making these veiled statements and veiled threats, as they like to put them, like, why doesn't somebody just do it? Somebody just do it. Or whatever they were saying. I saw so many people on TikTok. You could just line them up and see how many people with their rhetoric. You people were not raised with any kind of morals if you think that this is okay. It is never okay. I don't care what side of the aisle you are on. This level of nonsense is never okay. So, that's all I have to say on that. I am so disappointed in this country and the people in this country right now. And that's probably going to not make me very popular. And to be honest, I really don't care. What I can live with is that I said my piece from my heart and my soul. I know that at the end of the day, at the end of my life, when I go to meet my Maker, I can go to him and say, I did everything I could to be a good person, inside and out. I did everything I tried my best to be a good person. Can you guys say the same? And I'm talking about the radicals again. Okay, I don't want everybody to get upset with me and go, she said we're all like that. No, I do not. I'm talking about the radical lunatics who think that this level of violence is acceptable. It's disgusting, and it's never, ever, ever okay. That being said, my prayers and thoughts go out to the president and his family, the vice president and his family, and the entire cabinet. Please be careful and please be safe out there because people are crazy, obviously. You got 2 of them going to Gitmo. Ay, ay, ay. This is crazy. Guys and gals of the world, I'm gonna ask you to do me a favor. The radical people of this world, I'm gonna ask you to do me a big, huge favor. Okay? I'm gonna show you a book that I want you to pick up and read. It's called the Holy Bible. Pick it up and read it because you definitely need it. You need a little God in your life. I'm going to pray that all you radical nut jobs get a little God in your life, that God brings you to your knees in prayer and submission and touches your heart. Because this evil can't continue. Otherwise, you might as well just get rid of our country right now. Sign the papers because we will fall if this continues. We will fall. We will not need to worry about China or Russia or Iran or any other country because we're going to do it to ourselves. We need to stop. Please start coming together, work out our differences with our words. Treat others how you want to be treated. It's the golden rule for a reason, people. Anyway, that's my take on this. Shout out to 2CTV and everybody else who is covering this story. And to the radicals who are trying to push the theory that it was staged, only certain Democrats do that, to my knowledge. But anyway, that's besides the point. But regardless, it wasn't. We watched it unfold with our own 2 eyes. But of course, they'll try to tell you that you don't need to believe your eyes, that you should just believe them. Because why? Because they love flowers. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. That's all for now. I will be back. And I know, guys, I haven't been doing my Bible readings with yous. I promise I will pick that up later today, hopefully. If not, then during the week. I will get it done this week. And I will do the reading with you guys and we will finish Revelations and then start a different chapter or whatever. Anyway, I hope everybody is well today. Be well, be loved, be peaceful. And remember, treat others how you want to be treated because that's God's rules. Because that's what God wants. You see, it doesn't matter what your mama or your daddy think or your grandparents or anybody else you love. You want to know who it matters to the most? God. And God would definitely say, if you are evil, depart from me, I never knew you. So maybe stop being evil in the world and start coming together because we need to do better. All of us, we need to do better. Okay, anyway, hit that like, hit that subscribe for more. And don't forget, check out 2CTV, give him the love, show him the respect. And that's all today, folks. I'll catch you later. Peace, love, and happiness. Don't forget, like and subscribe.